Welcome back to another episode of AB in Focus. I'm Tala Michel Issa, Senior Reporter at Arabian Business. We're here today at the Dubai World Trade Center for the region's largest technology conference, GITEX 2024. Here with me today is the new President of the Middle East and Africa at Ericsson, Patrick Johansson. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much, and thank you for having me.
Thank you for joining me today. So maybe if we could start off by talking about how Ericsson fared so far this year. How has 2024 been for Ericsson so far?
2024 has been another exciting year so far. We're now 9 months into the year, and the beautiful thing of being part of this industry is that you always have things happening at all times. We've had a lot of new customer successes together with the partnerships across the region and also globally. Of course, once we're having this positive momentum, we want to see how we can contribute more to the economies and to the sustainability and environments across the globe. And I'm just so excited to be part of this region, getting the energy, seeing the development. It's super exciting.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot happening and things are moving so fast.
Absolutely, and it's, again, you just feel the buzz and the energy.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. So let's talk about GITEX. Can you tell us a little bit about Ericsson's presence here this year? What are you showcasing? Are there any key partnerships you'd like to talk about as well?
Absolutely, and again, the segue back on the bus, being here in GITEX, it's truly amazing to see everyone coming together, and Ericsson is here again, and we're showcasing the latest of what we have as technology. But I think first and foremost, it's about the collaborations and how we work across with the ecosystem here. And of course, the operators, E and Do, working with these partnerships and delivering new things onto the market. And we're also trying to showcase of how we make some of the buzzwords into reality. We talk about cloud, we talk about AI and so forth, and here we have some working examples of how that is implemented in the networks today. So it is very much about making things real and experiencing them and talking and experiencing across the ecosystem.
So on the subject of telecom operators in the UAE, you mentioned E, and I believe there was a collaboration with E and Ericsson for the 5G RedCap test, which was a huge milestone. Could you maybe walk me through its potential impact of the technology itself on various industries and how it can enable new use cases for 5G?
Absolutely. We're very proud of the collaboration, and it just underpins the focus that we have on performance in the networks, ensuring that you have the best platform, because 5G is really a true innovation platform, and if you have the right capabilities, whether that is high speed, low latency and so forth, then a lot of business cases and use cases are built to be built on this innovation platform. We're providing a platform for everyone to build upon that, and we're now extending that even further, working in with more exposure layers, APIs and so forth, to get other industries to build on top, because as long as you provide this capability in Ericsson in collaboration with the EAND and other operators, then it's possibility to have exponential growth into this business area, causing digitalization, efficiencies across. So it's basically this platform thinking that is the cornerstone of what we do, underpinned by a relentless focus on performance.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. But Ericsson also launched a charging system at MWC earlier this year. It promises to enhance operational efficiencies and reduce carbon footprint. Ericsson has really hopped on the sustainability bandwagon in the last few years. So, I mean, could you elaborate more on how this system will help some of your partners here in the UAE, like E&, for example, or other telecom operators in their transition to future-ready 5G?
Absolutely. This is one part of the overall system, and again, the solution and the platform. And the charging system specifically is how you monetize these various services and functionalities that you put on top of the network. But it is very much coming back to technology leadership and performance, because it is of providing the most efficient operations for the operators, and that ties, as you rightly put, very nicely into sustainability as well, because the more efficient the system is, the better impact you have on the overall sustainability. And this is actually an overall industry aspect as well, because if you look at from a carbon footprint point of view, the ICT industry represents roughly 1.5% of the overall emissions, but through innovations like this, we actually impact about 15% overall of the emissions. So all these building blocks together can have a very, very good positive impact on the overall sustainability for the planet.
Definitely, especially in the long run. So on the subject of sustainability, Ericsson also signed an MOU with MTN and MTN Group in Africa. What other initiatives or strategies is Ericsson implementing to promote sustainable practices and reduce its environmental impact in the Middle East specifically?
We talked earlier about the long-term impacts on the planet, right? And of course, then sustainability is so important. And I mentioned the efficiencies of the industry per se, but it's very much also of how we handle the footprint that we have today. So we have implemented more of a circular economy setup. First of all, with every generation that we put out, on the radio side, for instance, we have about 20-25% better energy efficiency. But it's also that we have a program where we actually bring everything back as well when we replace this equipment and make sure that we recycle it and reuse the materials as much as possible. So it's an immense amount of equipment that we have through this program recycled across Middle East and of Africa and globally, of course. But it is a way for us to ensure that we positively contribute to the long-term sustainability, and again make sure that we use the latest of technology together with our operators and partners to ensure that our planet is a better place.
So the end of 2022, the whole of last year was a watershed year for AI. And we obviously knew that technology was around for a very long time. It's like the browser, people only really knew how to understand how to use the internet when the browser was launched, right? And I guess it's the same thing with AI, but I'd be interested to know how Ericsson is using AI at the moment.
As you said, we have technologies coming, and it's always a huge buzz when it comes out, right? Yeah. And same thing goes for us. But for Ericsson, it's very much again of how do we make anything that is a technology advancement into practical use. And if you take what we're, for instance, showcasing here today at GITEX, we have the cognitive software where we use AI today to help to do intent-based operations, which means that the system automatically can help you to improve challenges that you have in the network. For instance, you have congestions, and they suggest how these things should be rectified. So these are algorithms, AI algorithms, working in practice in the networks today as part of how to make things more efficient. So we try to make practical use cases out of AI. Mm-hmm. And we have been on this for a long time, and we're just very happy to see that this is really taking off on a broader scale. Again, coming back to putting things onto the cloud, making operations more efficiently.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. Ericsson is not just about buzzwords, you actually make things happen, and you have been for a long time, so.
Absolutely, this is what it means, and this is how we can actually use this, because otherwise it's great to have a lot of innovation, but you need to make it at work for us and for the operators, and then across society, helping governments to make operations for them also more efficiently through digitalization, e-government and so forth.
Definitely. And I'd like to also get your opinion on the future of tech and telecoms in the region. Maybe not so far in the future because things change very fast, but what would you say, in your opinion, from your perspective, could be the most defining trends in the industry for the next maybe 6 months to?
Predicting the future is always very difficult, but of course we can for sure expect innovations to continue to come. We have a fantastic deployment of 5G here in UAE. We have some parts of the region, Africa, not being so advanced yet. There we see 50% growth on an annual basis in the coming years. But coming back here in the Middle East, where we are really in the center of development, we will now move into 5G Advanced, providing even better connectivity and performance. And then, you know, in the outer years, we start to see 6G deployments as well, which will make this innovation platform even greater. So this is how we will see this collaboration across the industries to create future business opportunities, and again, coming back to the sustainability point, making it more efficient for the overall environment as well. So there will be a lot of things happening. I'm absolutely excited, and again, it is that ecosystem innovation and working together. And as I said previously as well, this is really a focus for our presence here at GITEX. We have a number of use cases to show, but it's very much bringing everyone here discussing of how we will use this technology in order to create innovations and good business opportunities.
Definitely. Well, thank you so much for your time, Patrick. Is there anything else you'd like to add before?
No, again, thank you for having me and having Ericsson here. And just again, we are open for business and we want to ensure that we build a sustainable future based on technology together. Thank you.
Definitely. Thank you for your time.
Thank you so much.